morning, I'm Phil. Welcome to Phil's Camping Reviews on this delightful, beautiful early morning after a day of 37 degrees yesterday. Today, you wouldn't believe it, I'm inside the shed and I could almost wear a jacket. It's almost like Melbourne weather. How weird. Okay, let's get on to this. Today's video, we are going to talk about a new battery that's been sent to me, and I am super excited about this new battery, guys. Wait till you hear the specs on this battery. It is a LiFePO4 batteries, and you know how much I like them. They are the safest chemistries out there. As far as I'm concerned, they're the only ones really that should be used when you're using in situations like we are getting today. Crazy weather. What a contrast after yesterday. So this company contacted me called Enjoybot. I know, E-N-G-O-Y-B-O-T. And they said, Phil, are you interested in having a look at our battery? I said, yeah, sure. I had a look at the specs, and they said, we'd like to send you a battery so you can do a bit of an unboxing, installation, and run some tests, and see what you think. They sent me a 300 amp hour LiFePO4 batteries. As you can see, very well packaged, 12 volt, 300 amp hour, Bluetooth Deep Cycle LiFePO4 battery. Now, did you hear that? 12 volt, 300 amp hour, Bluetooth Deep Cycle LiFePO battery. How many times have I mentioned, if only more of these manufacturers that produce these cheaper batteries use Bluetooth BMSs? Especially the way we use batteries today. A lot of yous out there are connecting these batteries in series and parallel, which this one is capable of doing. Now, a lot of the batteries out there, majority of the budget ones, you can only connect two, maximum two together, which really limits in the future what you can do with these batteries. Because when you get these batteries, these LiFePO4 batteries have got an extremely long lifetime. Even if you use this every day, literally, expect 10 years of life out of it if you look after them. 10 years of life, guys. In 10 years time, the industry can be so different to what we are now. Mostly in regards to voltages. I don't know if you've been watching Andrew St. Pierre 4Drive channel of late, and he's come out with the new DC hub, which is a 48 volt system, and he's saying it's groundbreaking, and yes, it is groundbreaking. I can foresee in the future a lot of systems are now going to be 24 volt or 48 volt systems. I recently went to the 4Drive Expo at one of the local 4Drive stores here in Bundaberg that supplies Ironman 4x4 gear, etc. And I'm walking around there and I'm looking at just how many of you guys now are full on going with 240 volt. Remember, about 3 years ago, I started introducing a stove, a 240 volt electric little miniature stove, and then I went to an air fryer, etc. And I mentioned back then the benefits, but a lot of people didn't believe me. No way, it's not camping, all this stuff and all that, you know. But that's another thing. What is camping? That's another video in itself, isn't it? So, we'll look at it 3 years later. So I walk around, and every vehicle that was on that show on display had a microwave oven, had induction cooktops, had the big battery systems. And why not? Generally, your 240 volt appliances are a lot cheaper than your 12 volt appliances equivalent. And in some ways, they're a lot more efficient as well. And there's obviously a lot more range to choose from if your air fryer's failed, etc. Or induction cooktop. Just go to Kmart and buy a $50 one. 48 volt systems are going to be the norm in the future. There's a lot of batteries out there now that are not capable of series connecting 4 of these batteries together to give you 48 volts. A lot of the cheaper ones are lucky to be able to series connect 2. And a lot of that is a limit in the BMSs that they use. But that's about to change. I am introducing a new battery here from Enjoybot that uses a quality 250 amp BMS, something that you generally will see in a battery worth twice the price. This here has got a 250 amp hour BMS and it's Bluetooth, guys. It's Bluetooth. And I am a big fan with batteries with Bluetooth. I think all these batteries should have Bluetooth, particularly the way the future is going. Very important to know what your individual cells in these batteries are doing. To know what the voltage is of each cell is very beneficial, especially, and I think critical, if you want to run a 24 volt or 48 volt system, which is going to be the norm in the future. Because it's critical that each cells are balanced evenly with each other. So the more batteries you've got together, the more cells there are. So, mighty handy to just go on the phone, connect by Bluetooth, and you'll have all these specs on there. But not just that, it also has a state of charge of the battery as well. So if you're not in the market, or you cannot afford a proper shunt, you can temporarily use these to guide you on what the state of charge of the battery. Now mind you, it's nowhere near as accurate as a proper shunt, but it will give you an idea at least, because these LiFePO4s, contrary to what some people say, you cannot really accurately tell the state of charge from the voltage of the battery like you could in the old days with your AGMs. These maintain over 13 volts until they're below 20% charge rate. So I suppose you could in some respect get an idea when your battery's almost flat, but you'll have no idea what capacity it is at unless you've got an accurate shunt or rough idea with the Bluetooth. So there's many benefits. It also shows you battery temperature as well. The specs on this is quite amazing considering the price of these batteries. Now obviously at time of filming, the price I'm going to quote now, it could be different in the future, maybe cheaper, might be dearer. But this battery can be delivered to your door for under $1,000. 300 amp hour battery, 250 amp BMS, so it will continuously discharge 250 amps. So you could fit up to a 3000 watt inverter on this, no problems at all. And it's Bluetooth as well. And of course, LiFePO4, and wait to hear this, 10-year warranty. 10-year. A 300 amp hour battery, less than $1,000, with a 250 amp BMS with Bluetooth 10-year warranty for less than $1,000. Amazing. So let's have a bit of a look at the specs on the battery. 4,000 plus cycles at 100% depth of discharge. So if you take this completely flat, let's say you'll get 4,000. I like to, with the LiFePO4s, take them down no less than 20% capacity. If you do that, I mean, you could probably exceed even 10 years life out of these. But in an emergency, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're really low on power, don't worry, you can take these down to their flat and not do any damage to them. 250 amp max continuous discharge, 1000 amps peak for 3 to 5 second discharge. So a lot of these appliances, sometimes when you turn them on, they got this big zap, boom, of this power. Another feature I love about this, IP67 waterproof, dustproof, vibration proof. In regards to Bluetooth, it's using the latest Bluetooth 5 and it's lightweight at 29.94 kilograms. 10-year warranty, professional tech support, free local shipping in Australia, tax and duty are covered, etc. Now, these can be bought from Enjoybot.au.com. That's ENJOYBOTAU.com. Readily available. They got the shunts, for example. They also sell chargers, so they're not just batteries, they have other accessories as well. LiFePO4 prismatic cells as well, and M8 battery terminals, ABS plastic, 3,840 watt hours of energy, maximum continuous charging current 125 amps, so you'll charge these in no time at all. Peak discharge, as I mentioned, 1000 amps, maximum load inverter up to 3200 watts, charge voltage 14.2 to 14.6 volts, maximum batteries in series, this goes down to what I mentioned before, is 4, which will give us 48 volts. Otherwise, you can parallel connect them together. Charge temperatures is anywhere between 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. Discharge temperature is between minus 20 to minus 60 degrees Celsius. And storage temperature is minus 10 to 50 degrees Celsius. And of course, as I mentioned, the built-in battery BMS and some of the specs on that, it's got overcharge protection, it's got low voltage disconnect functions, avoiding effects of common battery failures such as overcharge, over discharge, overload and short circuits. So it's ideal for caravans, marine use, etc., camping, off-grid home storage, and also used in 4-wheel drive. You can charge with solar, wind generator, battery chargers, etc. and built to withstand off-road vibrations. So we've got a few literature in here. Waterproof. Man, you could almost use this for your phone. So this is your comprehensive user manual. Covers product specifications, weight, etc. A little bit about the company, Enjoybot. Living in a time of energy within reach in which every step we take consumes energy, we keep striving to maintain a green life on the way to continuing to explore new energy. Enjoybot has been contributing to the green life with its 20 years of professional technology of batteries. We firmly believe in green leads life. So 20 years they've been in the battery industry. They're only just starting to come on board in Australia, and lucky me, they asked, Phil, do you want to check our batteries out? And I'm more than happy with. We got product specifications, etc. high and low temperature cutoffs, etc. I do need to charge this battery. I haven't charged it yet, and we will do that shortly. I put the charger on, it woken the Bluetooth up, it turned on the battery, so to speak, and I can see here that we have got connection. So let's go to connect. It's telling us roughly the battery is at 50% state of charge. Usually they're around 30% state of charge because they're not allowed to transport these batteries at anything above that. As I mentioned, when it comes to state of charge, they are a guide. So we have total volts 13.35 volts. We got 31 amps going into the batteries, power 420 watts, 26.8 degrees, and the BMS is 26.9 degrees Celsius, and cycle count is 1. Brand spanking new battery, guys. We have also got a charge switch, it's set to on. There's a discharge switch that's set to off, so I can connect via Bluetooth to the battery and turn the charger on or off, or also discharge, I can turn that on and off as well. I can turn the auto balance on and off as well. Looks like there is an option with these batteries where you can get a heater put into them and then you can turn that on and off. How cool is that? And here's the perimeter. So we've got basic information, Bluetooth name, etc., serial number, etc., BMS model number. It's all in here. Protect perimeters. Like these, do not touch these unless you know what you're doing. Just leave them by default or what they are. And capacity voltage gives you an indication of what voltages each cell are. This is what I brought up before. So a 12-volt battery comprises of 4 cells which are connected together inside the battery pack. This is a beauty with having a Bluetooth, is that you can see the individual voltages of each cell. So I've got cell number 1, it's at 3.34. Cell number 2 is at 3.35. Cell number 3 it's at 3.34. And cell number 4 is at 3.34. I will cover that in more detail in the near future. Give you specifications on what charge rate, etc. to set that, which is mighty handy. We've got a section on explaining series and parallel connections, etc. with diagrams, which makes it a lot easier to understand. Advantages and applications, like advantages the LiFePO4 have over other batteries, like for example these batteries enable 5 times faster charge rates than lead acid batteries, dramatically increase capacities, twice what a AGM battery is, and huge weight advantage, and a relatively very safe technology as well, these LiFePO4s. When using the battery the first time, please ensure to use a dedicated LiFePO4 battery charger and fully charge the battery separately. Please securely tighten the battery terminals and use the appropriate wire size, etc. Basic information, stuff that you should all read. Alright, and here's the warranty terms. We provide warranty service. Please check the warranty clause in the product description. Deep Cycle LiFePO4 battery has smaller size, lighter weight, superior performance and longer surface life, which greatly reduce lead acid battery replacement, etc. We provide a 10 years conditional warranty within 90 days from the date of purchase. If our products have quality problems and cannot work normally, we can provide refund or replacement services. More than 90 days from the date of purchase and within 10 years of our products have quality problems and cannot work normally, we can provide replacement. Replacement, guys, up to 10 years. Replacement, did you hear that? How's that for a warranty? Within 90 days, if you're not happy with it, you can get a refund or replacement. 90 days to 10 years. They're saying here that if it ever stops working, they will replace the battery. So you're going to guarantee you're going to get 10 years life out of this. If you encounter any problems when using the product, please feel free to contact us via customer service email. Attach your order number and detailed instructions, including pictures or videos, and we will assist you within 24 hours. Warranty conditions. Warranty extends only to the original purchaser, so if gifted or resold, the customer must go through the original purchaser to claim a warranty. So there you go. So if you do gift it on to someone, or someone purchase it and they wish to claim warranty, you have to go through the original purchaser to gain that warranty. See, we got stickers, the obligatory stickers package. Some very nice stickers in here. So obviously you can use these in the boat as well. Remember, it's got that IP67 rating. And what else have we got here? Enjoybot, run further, your professional lithium battery choice. These are stickers. We've got one that's a black and we've got a white one. How awesome is that? So there you go, guys. Budget battery, less than $1,000. Delivered to your door here in Australia as of the time of filming. It is late October 2025, so do check the current pricing, what they are. Could be cheaper, could be dearer. Enjoybot, you got a mighty good looking battery here, guys. Quite impressed with the specifications, and thank you for adding Bluetooth to a decent BMS for a change. Guys, you can run your induction cookers, no problems with this one. And 300 amp hour, less than $1,000. 10-year warranty, guys. 10, and a true warranty at that. A real warranty. Not one of these fake warranties that takes off a percentage of what you can claim on each year, like I have encountered in the past with some of the batteries that I have purchased. Not any of the batteries that I've currently got now. These are batteries going back 5-6 years ago, before lithiums were out, mainly AGM. So there you go, guys. Do yourself a favour, go check these batteries out, eh? Till next time, see ya. Cheers.